Hello YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my first review of the day, which will be a Kamen Rider review of the Uratauros Imagine from Kamen Rider Den-O. Before I start the review, let's get you a little background on the character. Uratauros is an Imagine from Kamen Rider Den-O, the 8th Heisei Rider series, one of the most financially successful Kamen Rider series. Imagines are creatures that usually want to change the timeline by traveling into the past after making a contract with somebody and going back into their memory and changing the time. However, this Imagine possessed the main character of Kamen Rider Den-O, Nogami Ryo-Toru, and when he is possessed by him, he becomes Kamen Rider Den-O Rod form. Alright, I don't want to give you too much about that, don't want to spoil the series for you, you should check it out. In my opinion, it's a great series, but others may think otherwise. But anyway, about the figure. First, let's look at the packaging. Standard Figuarts packaging. Looks very nice. Nice black and white style with a picture of Uratauros and a description of what Figuarts are. Alright, and then on the back, see a picture of Uratauros drinking his Denliner coffee, as well as some other poses, and a picture of him with Figuarts Momotaros, which I have coming on its way, so I'll get a review of that as soon as it comes. Alright, now here's the figure. It comes with many accessories. It comes with many different kinds of hands. Here, you have closed fists. Hard time getting that right there. Closed fists. You can see. And a pointing-like hand. I have him in the hand so that he can hold his weapon, which I'll show you. This is the Uratauros rod, which hence Kamen Rider Den-O rod form. Looks very nice, nicely painted. And, most importantly, his Denliner coffee, which is painted very nicely, very show accurate. I'm sure if you're a fan of Den-O, you'll appreciate it. Oh, and it has the saucer. Alright, here's the figure itself. It looks very, very nice, very show accurate. Figure arts are always very, very nicely done. It's incredibly detailed. His face looks unbelievable like the show. Every single detail is painted to perfection. It's unbelievable. I'm glad I waited for this rather than getting the Rider Hero versions. Now, Articulations on Figuarts is always outstanding compared to the Ben 10 figures that I've reviewed. His legs bend on a ball joint, as you can see here, and his knees have a double knee joint, so they go all the way back, which is nice, especially for rider figures so they can do rider kick poses. His foot is also on a ball joint. I don't want to bend it too much because mine came off earlier because I pushed too hard. And his toes have the toe joint. There. Alright, now his arms, they rotate 360. And they have a double elbow joint, so you can put poses up to his face. And I think you can do the Kintaros pose. His arms are on a ball joint, so they can rotate pretty well. It's a little bit hindered by his shoulder pad, but that's okay. He has waist articulation, can move around thoroughly, like so. He can move 360 degrees. His belt's a little bit loose there. His head's on a ball joint, which makes him very nice and easy to pose. Overall, he's just a very, very nice figure. Very, very nice figure. Now, let me show you something. That's a little size comparison. Here he is next to Kamen Rider Den-O rod form figure from the Sotaku Henshin line. Now, it's kind of hard to tell from this angle because of the pose I have rod form in, but Figuarts are a little bit taller than the Sotaku Henshin line. It makes it look like he's on par because of his antennas, but if you look at their heads, he's a little bit taller. But it'll fit in very well with your Sotaku Henshin line, and Figuarts is the continuation of the Sotaku Henshin line, but it just happened to put armor on it. So if you're a Kamen Rider Den-O fan or a Kamen Rider fan in general, I highly recommend this figure. It's outstanding, great posability, goes great with Den-O collections. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. You can find this probably on eBay if you find it a good deal, but usually the best place to get it is Hobby Link Japan, which is where I got mine. And as I said before, I have the Uratauros Imagine DX set on the way. And I will have a review of that when it comes. So until next time, this is Dawson Rider.